Spring is almost here, and the real estate market continues to do exceptionally well. Your favorite real estate expert is in the studio, and we're going to talk to him today about how to secure a real estate property in this market where there's bidding taking place. Welcome to the studio again, Jay.
Good to be here, Molly.
All right, so the market is really very hot.
Sizzling hot. Toronto is the place to be.
All right. All right. And properties are selling.
Yes, they are.
There are bidding wars taking place.
Absolutely. It's in the papers, and I'm sure our viewers have heard about it.
All right. So what should someone do who is serious about securing a property?
Absolutely. I'll give you a checklist.
Okay.
Don't worry, because if you have the fear, it's what's going to cause you to really run into challenges. So here's the number one thing. Have a checklist, and number one, hire or secure a professional licensed realtor that you can work with who knows his job. So that's number one.
This is really very important because a lot of people don't understand the knowledge and the experience and the expertise that licensed realtors have.
Yes, that's
and
right.
They work diligently to secure these properties for their clients.
And to work with one realtor, because if you go hopping from place to place because you think you're getting options, but the fact is, it's like going on to a case and hiring a different lawyer every single time who doesn't know you. That's number two.
Besides, if you're looking for a good realtor, they are not going to work with you if you're not working with them exclusively.
That is correct.
Right?
That is
because
correct.
You need to commit yourself to a good realtor, and he or she in turn will then turn around and work diligently for you.
Yes.
Okay, because the commitment has to be
right,
on both sides.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's look at a scenario. Let's say there's a buyer out there who's looking for a house, maybe a first-time buyer, and they find this property that they really like.
Yes.
They've gone out with their realtor that they have signed a buyer contract with.
Yes.
Now they look at this property and they want to make an offer. What is the first thing that they should be doing?
Well, before they get to that stage, there's one other very important element or person or entity in this, and that is most people today in Canada will require some kind of a mortgage, whatever percentage it might be. So it's important to get a firm commitment pre-approved. It's very important that you get a firm commitment. And there's a reason why, Molly, may I share? Sure. Because in this environment of competition, it is very common to go to a home and you make an offer and you'll see 4, 5, 10 offers as well. Let's reverse the scenario. What if you today are a seller and you have people in front of you who want to buy your home? In spite of the price being high, if someone is sitting in front of you who says, not only do I want your home, not only do I want to pay your top dollar, but I also have the money in the bank guaranteed. Scott, it's guaranteed funds basically. Which one would you take? You see where I'm coming from?
That's right. And before we get to the next point that you wish to share with the public, let's talk a little bit about the pre-approvals that the public is offered at the banks.
Yes.
Because many times it is quite misleading.
Yes.
Because the public doesn't understand a letter of intent, the difference between, and a firm commitment.
Yes, and sometimes it's unintentional. However, when you're going in informed, whether you go in with your professional, your realtors with you, or you work with a licensed mortgage broker or representative,
Okay. Now,
That's another way to go.
okay. And another advantage that the public has in
Yes.
working with realtors
Yes.
who are licensed and professionals and who are experienced, they normally have good people
That's right.
working with them
Yes.
who are working with many banks, so they can help you in getting a good mortgage
Yes.
at better rates, many times much
rates.
better rates than what you would normally get if you were to walk into the bank, right? And it's absolutely free and it is hassle free, because
Yes.
majority of the times when you have to go to the bank, you have to work with them during business hours.
That is correct.
Right? And
That's correct.
so this is another great advantage that
Yes,
the
Mama.
public has in working with professional realtors.
You see, the operative word here is to transact with confidence. You want to transact with confidence. You've got the realtor with you, you've got the bank with you. These are the two key elements. There's a couple more, but if you have these two foundational pillars, the realtor and the bank is backing you, now you're going in strong. These are two so far. And there's more.
What else is there?
Well, the other element aside of this is that when you are making an offer in this environment or this climate, you all know, we all know that there's a certain deposit, 5, 10, 15, 20,000, depending on the value of the home that you put down. I said I could buy a car. Well, in this day and age, not only is it important to get the financing, but it's equally important to get that deposit check or certified money order ready to hand over. So not only are you saying, I'm going to pay top dollar for your home, which really is okay because you're going to earn money anyhow, so don't worry about that, right, Molly? Number 2 is you got guaranteed funds or a mortgage, but number 3, you've got a certified check, a money order in your hand. To our viewers, this is absolutely critical.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the deposit for someone who's a first-time buyer,
Sure.
who doesn't really understand, because handing over a check,
Sure.
which is worth maybe $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, that's a lot of money.
It is.
Right? So talk to the people about the security of that money.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? So it's not like the homeowner is going to run away with it, or it's not that the realtor will take it and
It's not
run
even
away
in their
with it.
hands.
Yes. So talk to them a little bit
Sure.
about it.
You see, the whole idea of working with the realtor is because when you're working within the license system of shall we say, what is professional real estate, then you're working in a safe environment. Because in order to be a licensed salesperson, you got to be with the broker. And the brokers have to have trust accounts. Simply put, these trust accounts is where the money is kept.
These are ironclad.
Ironclad.
No one can touch that money.
People go to jail for that money being misplaced.
Yes. So even if they do,
Yes.
right, that money is still secure.
Absolutely
So that's
secure.
another reason why you should not avoid using professional realtors, right, who are licensed.
Yes.
Right, because then, even if, God forbid, the company that is holding the money goes down, and it doesn't happen very often, but that 1% chance, that money is insured.
Yes.
As long as it is in the...
Insured and given back to you.
That's right.
With guaranteed funds, and that money is a part of your total down payment.
You're right. That's really important.
Very important.
Yeah. So you're not going to lose your
Right.
your deposit.
Correct. So that's the third element of that. I think if you have these 3 elements in place, other than that, you must know your closing costs. But I think at that point, the banker, the mortgage people, the realtor, they inform you. So if you got bullet point 1, the realtor, the banker, and the deposit in place, you're good to go.
All right. And another thing that's really important is that when there's bidding going on, it's a very emotional time.
Yes.
Your realtor that you have a relationship with, who's a professional, listen to them, because they can normally be that voice of sanity in this
Absolutely.
mad scenario, because sometimes people can get carried away, right?
You can.
Because if the realtor who's working for you will then, looking at the situation, will advise you what to do. And if it becomes a really crazy situation, once in a while it does happen, then they will even advise you not to continue with it, right?
If it gets too out of hand.
That's
but
right.
here's what I would say in closing through on this is that look at the future value and think long term. Because if you're buying a property today for 600,000, just giving you a number, then think 5 years, think 10 years from now, what will be the value of that property? Number two, if you were paying rent versus owning and paying a mortgage, how much would you have actually paid off on that property? So value goes up, mortgage comes down. The net result is literally in today's environment, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. And here's the best part. May I share that part, Molly? It's tax free. It's tax free. You know why? In Canada, we have enjoyed the privilege that on your own residence, there is no capital gains. That you make 200,000, 100,000, whatever the amount might be, it's yours to keep.
That's right. So there you go. So if you're in the market right now to look for a home, you may be a first-time buyer, or maybe you want to upgrade. This is really a good time. Don't be afraid of the bidding wars that are taking place right now. If you choose to work with a licensed, experienced realtor, he or she will be more than happy to guide you through this process. If you don't have a good realtor, by all means, you can contact Jay at
647-273-1119. Call me now.
Okay, so there you go. 647-273-1119. And Jay will be more than delighted to help you. Call him right now. Thank you so much for being here, Jay.
Good to be here, Molly.